things off to me if anything comes up, the comments.
Okay.
Because it's really hard for me to drop and read the comments because I ain't got it right here, so. You're funny. I don't know if I said it if I said on public.
Well, I just got the notification for it.
Yeah.
That tells you right there.
So what is that? It rained pretty good this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed it. Oh, a burn ban, so. I got my nephew with me this morning, guys. Well, it's not even morning, really. It's 2 in the afternoon. We want to pick up my niece from work. And then we're going to take her home. I'll lower this down just a little bit. There we go. Been in the 70s today, which has been amazing. I don't know if you guys know, but Texas is pretty humid and very hot. So when we see low 80s and 70s, that's amazing. Truly amazing. Why I keep doing that? Thank you guys for joining us. We're just taking a little trip. Haven't went live in a while, so I thought, well, what the heck? They've let the water out at the dam. That's why the lake's drying up. See all over there? Store yesterday. We found a new herb store. Me and my oldest son purchased some wild lettuce and some beet powder, which both those things are good for you. And while I was in there, the guy that owns the herb store, which he's been there for like 35 years, he told me that people actually smoke wild lettuce, and that was news to me. I didn't even know people did things like that with the wild lettuce. I know that a lot of people use it for pain relief because I've studied, it has the strength of morphine without the psychotropic side effects. So that's pretty awesome, and it helps with calming, and you can rest really well with it. So those are some new things I learned yesterday. And I bought like a half a pound of beet powder, and I think you only take like about a gram of it twice a day. And he said that powder would last me almost a whole year, so that's pretty cool. What is that?
What country is this?
It's the United States. It's in Texas. Here, please.
I'm something
So I'm looking forward to starting that in my daily routine. I made a blue lotus flower tincture about 6 weeks ago, and I've taken it like 3 times now. It really does help with calming and being able to sleep good. Yeah, the more you take, the more potent it is, obviously. So, but you can take up to 30 drops at one time, which I'm not planning on doing that because it can, from what I understand, it can cause hallucinations, and it also can like cause rapid heartbeat and things. But blue lotus flower is really good, from what I've learned about it, for things like anxiety, depression, sleep, lowers your cortisol levels. Helps with your brain, so it helps with your memory and things like that. So those are all good benefits of it. But according to some of my research, the ancient Egyptians used it for like ritualistic purposes. It can cause lucid and vivid dreaming, but I've not really experienced any dreaming out of my ordinary, because normally I do have lucid and vivid dreams at times. So if it's causing that for me, I don't know. But it was super easy to make the blue lotus tincture. I just bought the blue lotus flowers, and you can use vodka or rum, or I think it's called vegetable glycerine. I'm not too sure about the vegetable glycerine stuff, but I do know that you can use 80 proof vodka, and it's probably about the same for the rum. I don't know, I hadn't checked into the rum, but I know that you can use it. I like a lot of holistic things, so I'm always learning constantly about things like that. But when I took my trip to Oregon, the herbalist there was talking to me about the blue lotus flower, and I was like, well, I guess I'll give it a try. So I tried it in the tea first, and then I decided to make a tincture out of it, which the tea don't taste bad, and the tincture's not bad either. It burns a little bit, I guess, due to the vodka in it, but it's okay. So here's the lake over here. You guys can see the lake. The trees are starting to turn real good. I enjoy seeing the fall leaves and all the different colors, which I'd like to go northeast and see some stuff. One day I'm going to make my way that way. I've been north, and I've been northwest. I've been all the way to Canada border there, northwest, and the United States. Now just the other direction. They're having a garage sale up in there. And over here too. People are probably cleaning their house out due to...
Said hi.
Hi. Probably due to the holidays coming up. Trying to make room. Can you hold that there? It keeps falling down. I don't know why. Looks like a car caught on fire there on the side of the road. So the one I went up north, there was like a lot of old cars, like 40s, 50s, 60s. It was very neat to see all that. We have car shows sometimes in our area. It's probably about 20 or 30 minutes away from us. They usually have like really old cars, do their car show, you know, and you get to one of my favorite old cars is a 1967 Mustang. I also like the it's pretty nice. My husband likes the, I think it's the 67 SS Camaro. It's like his dream car. I've seen some of the new Mustangs out. They don't even look like Mustangs anymore. It's crazy. They look like, one of them, I don't even know really what it is, but it's more likely electric. And who, you know, people can like what they like, but in my frame of thinking, it's like, why would you buy an electric car for a muscle car? Like, there's not enough power there, you know? Hello? Talking to you.
Yeah.
There's not enough power there.
Oh, no.
It's crazy. You alright?
Good. Are you?
I need that. So I can travel. Sleep in that RV, just travel the world. We'll travel the United States.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. If I was younger, I could do that. Just jump in it, jump out, and
Okay.
work a little while, and then jump back in it and go somewhere new. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Why don't you do that?
What?
What I'm just talking about.
Because it's too much work.
Too much work.
You know?
Nah. It's an adventure.
That you can't come back from.
Oh, you can come back from it.
So Zach says I'm here, Jennifer.
Hi, Zach. I sent it to you hoping that you would catch me live so you can hang out with us for a little bit. We're going to pick up Cloud from work. I have little Eric reading off what the comments are because I'm driving. I can't really see them.
Sweetie, I'm here. Kissy face, heart.
Okay.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Zach.
Missed you.
Missed you too, buddy. Did you guys get any rain in your area? It came a real bad storm over here about 4 o'clock.
Hi, how you been doing?
Hi. Been doing all right, thank you. I'm ready for it to get a little bit cooler so I can go lay in the hammock out back by the water and read a book. I have the perfect book. I'm just looking forward to that so much.
We had storms this morning early.
Yeah, they were pretty bad. So when I was looking into the wild lettuce and mixing it with the blue lotus flower tincture I made, you can't take them together, but like you can take them hours apart. And then I ended up staying up late with my sister while she was driving and chit-chatting with her. And this morning I just wasn't wanting to get up. I got up about, I think, 8:30, and then I laid back down and I fell asleep, and then I got woke up, and then I got up, shut the door, and went back to sleep. Didn't get up to like almost, I think it was like 11 or 11:30.
Yeah. About the same time, like you did around the same time. Here in East Texas, Henderson country was huge storm. Loud thunder startled me awake.
Yeah. I know it was thundering and lightning pretty good when I was almost falling asleep last night.
And they said drive safe.
I will.
Zach said it jolted my butt awake. So loud, scared me awake.
Yeah, sometimes it does that to me too when it's extremely loud and close. So between staying up late last night and me drinking my wild lettuce tea, probably, I want to say about 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday, and then having the blue lotus flower tincture, when I went to sleep, I really slept hard.
Now it's raining again.
Yeah.
Man, I got it all over. I didn't even see it there.
I thought you had it. My nephew got into some poison ivy the other day when he went to work. He was helping this dude cut down a tree, and I guess poison ivy was wrapped around the tree, and now it's all over his arms.
Zach sent 2 emojis.
I don't know why he keeps doing that. If it falls, just raise it back up.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry with it then. My head's getting a little tired.
Yeah, I know it is. I wish I had something to keep it from kind of like vibrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to get for that.
Zach said, I'm not at all allergic to poison ivy or poison oak.
I'm not either. I told Eric this morning I am of the woods because I can mess with anything and it rarely will tear me up. Now, I will say that when I mess with tomato plants, I do get a little bit itchy, but I think that's due to the little hairs on it that causes that. And sometimes mosquitoes like to just
Bite 'em.
marinate in your vegetable plants, so that causes that as well.
Why what? Doing what? Question mark. You asked why I keep doing that. That's what, Jen?
Huh?
That's what Zach said. Why what? Doing what? Question mark. Then he said, you asked why I keep doing that. That's what, Jen? What was you asking about?
Oh, and I was talking about the thing that holds my phone. I don't know why it keeps falling.
Then A said, where are you heading to, guys?
We're headed to our local Dairy Queen to pick up my niece from work because she doesn't drive. I've been trying to teach her how to drive. It's kind of scary, but it's gonna be a while before that girl can drive.
Zach said, oh, okay.
She has trouble really pressing the gas and looking down, just kind of glancing down to see how fast she's going. And she likes to pull to the right quite a bit. But I want to try to get her over to my house and let her drive around in the golf cart and let her get, used to pressing the gas and staying in the road and all that.
caused by gravity. That's why it is falling low. Gravity works slow. Get it? It's a joke. Gravity makes it fall.
We showed up a little bit early.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
By a whole 30 minutes. 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
Laugh out loud.
We can drive down to the park.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We can do a walk by there. You talking about Petticoats?
No.
Oh. Oh, you're talking about the one with the lake in the middle of it.
No. No, that is Petticoats.
Oh. Which one are you talking about? The one with the swing sets?
Yes.
Oh, that's what I call Petticoats Park.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Ha ha ha, funny, right? What he said? Ha ha ha, funny, right?
Yes, very funny.
We can take him down by the. Turn the light green, please. Oh, he's talking about the traffic light.
Yeah. I have a bit of a headache today.
What do the lakes say to the? What did the lake say to the beach? Nothing at waved.
It waves.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Nothing at waved. Yeah.
So we just passed my niece's job, but we're like really early. So I thought we'd drive down to one of the parks, just make a little loop and kill some time.
What is the difference between an enzyme and a hormone when you can't hear enzyme but you can't hear hormone?
I'm gonna let this guy out because it really sucks trying to get out. And I guess this person's gonna come on out. So
You can hear.
I had somebody the other day. Somebody's got a dog. I was letting this 18-wheeler come out because it has to get like in 2 lanes to turn. It can't turn like your average car. So this person comes up in the median and literally cuts me off while I'm waiting for this 18-wheeler to get out. It irritated me so bad. I just honked at him. I gave him the FU honk. People out here don't know how to drive, and it just drives me crazy. Because I didn't even see that car coming because I was literally stopped. There was a red light. So I was just being kind. And then this person just decides they don't have to wait like everybody else, and they're just going to jump in front of people.
I get the punchline. Dad jokes, yeah.
People like that cause accidents. So when I was learning how to drive, my mom told me what her dad told her. You have to drive for yourself and everybody else. Which is true. Oh, they're working on the gas station there. What we got open? A new meat market. Meat market's open.
That place was closed down for a long time.
It used to be the Golden Corral.
Yeah.
And they were having issues with rodents and roaches and such. And I guess they didn't want to pay for all that stuff to have it fixed, or maybe they just didn't want to do the work to get it done. I don't know. But then it closed down, and then it turned into, I think, either a Mexican or an Asian restaurant. I think it's been both. I think the last thing it was an Asian restaurant, and then it closed down, and it was closed down probably a few years, I guess. Oh, we got a train. And now it's a meat market. We should have went in there.
But we can't spend money.
Well, no, but we can look.
We could, yeah.
Yes. Little Brian asked me yesterday. I was like, oh, I wonder what they got. We can go in there and look. And he goes, are you a window shopper, Mom? I said, yes, I am. I like that. I don't have to buy stuff because I see it.
Yeah.
The herb store used to be over there. Oh, that's what we should have did. We should have went to the herb store over here. So we have a train going on up here.
This thing is changing my words. I didn't even say sharks. It changed my words on me. Autocorrect spell is a pain in the... Yeah, say that because you'll get in trouble for saying that stuff on the on live.
Yeah, I know. Autocorrect always gives me a problem too. I'm constantly having to fix what I was trying to type. So our little town here used to have a water fountain, and it was a lion because like that's like the, what do they call the football thing?
Football games?
Mascot.
Oh, mascot. Okay.
The mascot is a lion. And so they had a water fountain that was built here. I think it was somewhere like in the 60s or 70s. Maybe even the 50s. I don't know when it was built, honestly. But anyways, funny story. When my mom was younger, some of her friends decided they were going to put soap in that water fountain, and it caused a whole bunch of bubbles to spill out of it. They never got caught, but I do know that my mom's friends weren't the only ones that ever did that, but they were the first. Mimi told me that. Did she tell you that story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This thing changes my words. Too many typos. Sorry about the misspelling. It types out, I hit the microphone, and it records what it say it's.
Yes, it does. Did you know that there were two, it was never put in our news, but over here, that alley right there, there were two girls that were found wrapped in plastic there.
Oh, yeah? When?
It was when I was a teenager. However, it never did come out in the news or the local newspaper or anything.
They want to keep it quiet.
They kept it they kept it under wraps. But Peepaw's cousin's mother called to make sure that it wasn't me or your mom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then what they ended up saying is that it was self-unalive.
Yeah.
How does someone self-unalive, like, do something to themselves and then wrap themselves in plastic and throw themselves in an alley?
They don't.
They don't. That was back in probably the 90s. Yeah, the 90s when that happened. They were found right between those two buildings right there. So we live in a very small town. It's actually growing, but it was a very, very small town up until probably the last 10 years, I would say.
I wasn't alive 10 years ago.
You weren't alive 10 years ago?
No.
Oh, sure you were. But we had some crooked things that went on in our town. But I think with all the cell phones and the cameras and things, or, you know, there are things that are still being kind of pushed to the side and hidden. But for the most part, I think they're not able to really hide a whole lot that's going on. So maybe getting straightened up, which would be nice. We had somebody that was running for mayor for this town, and they wanted to straighten it up. Unfortunately, they didn't make it. And I couldn't vote for them because it's not my county. But if I could have, I would have.
Donut Express.
sometimes small towns can be wonderful, and then other times they're not so wonderful. A lot of shady stuff goes on, really all over the world, but the people in a small town feel it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, it's dark over here. It looks like it's going to rain again. I had my first birthday party down here at this park. And there's a little creek by a trestle that my mom cleaned me up in that little creek after, I guess, the cake and stuff being all over me. She just took me down there and set me down in the water. Have you been down there?
I'm going to go down there today.
We ain't got time for you to go down there today.
I'm going to skip a stone.
Skip a stone. The neighborhood, let's see, it's in front of this park. Can't get to it from the park, but we used to go trick-or-treating down off in there when I was a kid. And this doctor, he always had like this haunted house thing underneath his big place where he'd drive his car up, you know, to the front door or whatever. And they would make a haunted house out of it. And I only went through it one time, and I don't even remember it that well, but I do remember the freaking chainsaw, and that crap freaks me out.
Those girls was dead. They died. Someone got murdered a long time ago in the 90s. That's so sad. Poor girls. How old were they?
Actually,
Did Brian's wife come down, or fiance? Is she down with you all? Yeah,
not
from her
yet. She
country.
will be coming next week.
Yes, I'm a bad issue with you now, Brian. I just wonder
Hello.
if Simon made it
That
to
Berry
your
Bean?
Texas. Berry Bean, hello.
Hi, Berry Bean.
How do you spell her name? Simon?
S-A-I-M-A. Oh.
Or is it S-Y-M-A?
Oh, you can actually drive through here, but goodness gracious.
You can?
Yeah, but it's rough. I ain't going that way.
You ain't?
No. We're gonna do some 4x4 in my little car. Holy mercy.
Okay.
If that little car can do it, I can do it. Maybe.
I used to skip stones too. I love that. When I was a kid, I used to see all the time. So I'm subscribing.
Thank you, Berry Bean. So this is the country club right here.
Country.
That's the little country club.
Country.
They finally opened up the little gateway there, but I can see why nobody really goes through it, because I mean it is terrible. So anyways, this is the neighborhood that I was telling you guys I used to go trick-or-treating in as a kid, and this is the house I was speaking of. This belonged to a doctor when I was a kid, and all underneath those columns and the top of his house there would be like a haunted house. And here at this end, let's see, right here at this end is where the chainsaw guy would be, and it would scare me so bad. But we used to get the best candy out of this neighborhood. They're already getting set up. This little place has already got stuff set up there. This was an amazing neighborhood when I was a kid. It's one of my favorite neighborhoods in this little town. I'm from Texas. Where are you from? we would park somewhere on the street, mostly here on this entranceway right here, and we would walk pretty much from this end to the other end of the subdivision. And then we had another little neighborhood that we would hit. We passed it a little while ago, and that would be our trick-or-treating. I know it's a really nice neighborhood. Oh, Albania, nice.
Bean, that's a B. Oh, man.
Albania. Okay.
Albania.
Oh, I better get on my side of the road.
Yeah.
Anyways, we would do those two neighborhoods, and wasn't I just telling you? Yeah, I was just telling you how they checked our candy. So back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, we would go to the hospital. It's not the hospital anymore, but they would allow the parents to bring the kids candy there, and they would run it through this little machine on a conveyor belt, and they basically x-rayed the candy to make sure that it didn't have anything like needles or razor blades or anything like that, because that was something real big that was happening during that time. So that was pretty neat. I don't even know if they do that anymore. So once I grew up, I don't really celebrate holidays anymore, but I still have really good childhood memories of the holidays. So, you know, I enjoy looking back over those sometimes. Christmas used to be my favorite holiday. I loved decorating. But fall time is one of my favorite seasons, so I always, well, most always, not always, but most always.
My buddy's in here.
Nice. So I like to do things with the turning of the leaves, you know, like set those fake leaves out that have the orange and reds and yellows in them, and maybe get a couple of or a few fake pumpkins and set them out, and get the fall signs and things like that. I'm not really ready for winter, but I am definitely ready for some cooler weather. Lower this down a little bit. Okay. Is that you?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm here.
what does Zach say?
He says, "Where are you all now? What's your location now?"
I don't really share my location, but I will tell you that I'm in the next town over. I always just tell people that, you know, I'm from Southeast Texas. Because things can get weird if people
Find out where you live.
find out where you live. Things can get weird pretty quick.
He said, "Okay, I understand."
We're in Mimi's town, I'll tell you that much. We're in the town that Mimi lived in.
I can put a user in timeout.
Yeah, but don't. I had somebody that was moderating for me block this person, and they didn't really say anything wrong, but they thought that they were being racist, but they weren't. They were just asking a question. That doesn't really help me when things like that happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm not super sensitive when it comes to people on the internet, because I know trolls come out and all that, and that's okay.
It says, "Okay, I understand. Too much info. If you know too much, know something. I'm just curious. Who you trying to time out? Don't block me." Oh no, not you.
She even blocked Uncle Brian. She blocked Uncle Brian. He was picking on me in the chat one day, and she blocked him. I was like, Unblock him. That's my husband.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about you, Zach. I'm not talking about anybody else. Just
He was just saying in general
yeah.
that he has the capability because he's a moderator.
So don't be acting up, you people.
So then one day I sent Brian, my husband, something to watch, and he's like, I can't look at it. I can't look at it. Well, I thought she had unblocked him or whatever, so I went into his phone and saw that he was blocked, and I literally had to go in through my phone and unblock him because he was blocked. So, you know, and the funny thing is even though trolls are being trolls, all they're doing is boosting the algorithm. So I had one guy, he trolled for probably close to an hour, and then he got tired of trolling because he wasn't getting to anybody. And he's like, well, I'm going to get off here. It's like, okay, have a good day.
Sorry, I didn't fully understand. My apologies. I'm autistic. Sorry, my social skills are still struggles. My bad. What's the meaning of trolls online?
People that come on and they're mean. They say mean things. They try to get people fired up and cause issues. They want to fight with other people in the chat. So I usually just ignore them because people are going to say what they want to say anyways.
I didn't know what trolls do exactly.
And they boost my algorithm, constantly commenting and staying on. So let them come.
They jerks?
Yes, they are. They are big time jerks sometimes.
Let them jerks alone. I kept it friendly.
They don't bother me. This world is a mean place. You can either get some tougher armor on, or if you're on the internet, you just have to learn how to deal with it.
Didn't spell whole words, lol.
Huh?
It says I didn't spell whole words, lol.
That's LOL.
Yeah, lol.
Okay. I know people say that all the time.
Yeah.
Kind of threw me off though when you said it.
Lol.
Yeah, because Ambler, this guy that I watch sometimes, I used to watch him frequently, but
Yeah.
after Mimi, I didn't really watch him too much. He says that all the time on his.
What, lol?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we finally made it to the Dairy Queen.
It's gonna be okay. I'm your bestie. Always laugh out loud. LOL stands for out loud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in and get me some free french fries.
How are you now?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think whatever. If you go in there, go in and get my drink if you don't mind.
Here, you can reach out.
All right, guys. Well, we're here, and I'm sure you don't want to just sit here and
DQ.
not watch anything.
That's what
but
I
the
like
sky.
about Texas.
Yeah. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.